A police officer came to the office radio station the other day, a former TRO, and he told you that his pension is 78,000 naira. A retired commissioner. I think deputy commissioner. I was discussing with the deputy commissioner there that day. He told me that his salary is about 300,000. Go and find out the army, apart from those big pot bellies who are looting Nigeria, the budget of defense and whatever. If that person is disgruntled, these are the things that can cause coup. Our civil governments have not learned anything, and are not ready to learn anything. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Zion Prince, for your contribution. Let's get on with more messages now. This one's from Jojo from Goshen Villa Estates. You say, "Good morning, Yanacho Prince. God bless your guests. Let's not shy away from the truth. Democracy is not working in Africa. We don't know how to practice politics. We need to give power to military and take another 10 years to learn democracy and some civilized world before we can come back to practice democracy. Politics in Africa, most especially Nigeria, is a game of interest and a game of eat I eat. It's my truth. Is that how democracy is done in other climes? Please, I fully support Niger Republic." Okay. God bless you. Thank you very much. You're in Nigeria. Anyway, Sanusi from Suleja says, "If any country who belongs to an organization like AU is not respecting what they all stand for, I think they should be ready to receive and welcome the sanctions that follow suit. Agreement is an agreement, but we should also tread with caution in dealing with issues like that. But it worked in Liberia by sending ECOMOG there. I think it can also work in any other African country too. Africa unites. God bless Nigeria and God bless Eagles FM." Sanusi, thank you very much. During that comparison with Liberia, what do you make of that?
First, it's just a disclaimer. I am not supporting the coup in Niger. I didn't say that. And also, I am not saying military should take over government. I think it's not the right thing. I'm just saying leadership. You have good leadership, you have bad leadership. Sometimes there are some military leaders in Africa in the past that have been good, and they've helped in stabilizing their countries. And then there are some politicians that are also very good, and they've left their own legacy, I think, well, comparing with Liberia or any other country, I mean, you also have to look at the history of a country like Liberia or Ethiopia, for example. They share almost the same historical features. I don't want us to shy away from what is happening in the Francophone countries. I know we have very little time. I mean, if you look at the number of coups in the last 3-4 years in West Africa, it's been majorly Francophone country. That actually takes up to about 50% of the population of Francophone countries in West Africa. And if that continues, it's going to spread like wildfire. Because what it looks like is that some of these countries, these military coup leaders have taken over their countries. ECOWAS have made all the noise. AU, I mean, forget about the West. No military personnel of France or anybody in the West will come to West Africa. The ball is actually on Nigeria. If we're going to send in military anywhere, they are all expecting Nigeria to do it.
So do you think that they're mounting pressure on Nigeria and the Nigerian president?
That's why I'm hoping. That's why I'm hoping that Nigeria is smarter than the West. I'm hoping. I know we don't have a foreign affairs minister yet. I'm hoping that the president is relying on the experts, the diplomats, those that have the understanding of diplomacy and what Nigeria should be looking for. There are opportunities in every war also. Nigeria should be smart. Yes, we are a regional leader. I mean, but we fought for democracy in Liberia, in Sierra Leone. How many of our businesses are there? America will fight anywhere. The next thing you see is the whole country belongs to America. They've put their I mean, your soldiers will bleed on in a country, but you've not taken over the businesses of that country. Then you get there, you see Lebanese, you see Chinese, people who did not suffer for those countries. So I am just saying President Tinubu should look for experts to help him, not just security experts now. We need trade experts, we need foreign affairs experts, diplomats, and then we need security experts to be able to advise him in this.
Very well said. This would be a good place to leave the conversation this morning. Thank you to everyone who's called in. To those of you who just sat back to listen, there's